Hey everyone, it's Keith. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a good day. Upon its release, M. Night Shyamalan's Sixth Sense follow-up Unbreakable was met with lukewarm reviews. It currently has a 66% on Rotten Tomatoes. But the years have only treated the movie kindly, largely because it was ahead of its time. It came out in November of 2000, just 4 months after the first X-Men movie, which is widely considered to have kicked off the modern boom of comic book movies that we're still in almost 19 years later. In other words, at the time of Unbreakable's release, it was kind of weird to deconstruct the superhero film. But fast forward to now, and you can't throw a rock without hitting a comic book movie. So it's safe to say that Unbreakable feels more timely now than it did when it first debuted. Which brings us to M. Night Shyamalan's long-gestating sequel, Glass. Glass is once again written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan and stars James McAvoy, Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, and Sarah Paulson. In addition to being an Unbreakable sequel, it also serves as a follow-up to 2016's Split. Sorry for the very minor Split spoiler there, but it's virtually impossible to discuss Glass without mentioning that. The film catches up with David Dunn all these years later, still a vigilante in Philadelphia, now being aided by his son Joseph. But after encountering James McAvoy's character from Split, both he and the schizophrenic serial killer are apprehended by police and thrown in a mental institution, where Dunn learns that he has bigger things to worry about because the mental hospital also houses his old friend Elijah Price, also known as Mr. Glass. If you're wondering if Glass is more a sequel to Unbreakable or to Split, the answer is that it doesn't favor either of its predecessors over the other. In fact, it's very dependent on you having seen both of those films going into it, and I can't stress that point enough. Don't see Glass if you have not seen Unbreakable or Split. Period. Now, if you have seen those movies, you know that James McAvoy is a dynamo in his role as the many personalities of Kevin Crumb, and I think he's even better here than he was in Split. He adds both horror and much-needed levity to the movie, and he's backed up by 3 very solid performances from Willis, Jackson, and Paulson. I'd also say that this is Willis's best performance since Looper, and I'm happy to see that he didn't phone this in like he's wont to do nowadays, because his performance in the original Unbreakable is one of my favorites from his entire career. The movie is pretty well made, especially given its tight budget. Shyamalan has always enjoyed playing with color in his movies, and that is on full display here in Glass. Glass also has the most action of any of the 3 movies in this series. Shyamalan has, after all, made some straightforward action movies since first creating this universe. I didn't say they were good action movies, but practice is practice. Where the movie falters in large part is the script. It's hard to believe that this is the product of Shyamalan sitting on this idea for more than a decade. It simply doesn't live up to any sort of hype. You want to know about the twist, don't you? Yeah, there's a twist. There may even be more than one for you in Glass. And I wish there weren't. The big twist sucks all the life out of the events that have come before it, and honestly just drags down the movie overall. Glass is fine. If you're a big Unbreakable fan, you'll definitely want to see it, and I won't deter you from doing so, but I was hoping for more. Haven't we been saying that for the last 15 years about Shyamalan movies? Glass gets a 5 out of 10. I hope you've enjoyed this movie review. Please give it a thumbs up if you'd like, and subscribe to my channel if you want. Tell me what you thought of Glass in the comments below. I'd love to start a conversation here about the movie, and I'll see you next time for another movie review. Bye.
We almost got you, bro.